What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon. This is Potty Mouse Sports, your spot for uncensored and unfiltered sports opinions. Today, we're coming with episode 15 of Zoomin with the Boys. I got Ryan out of bed before 1:30. Ryan, what's going on, bud?
A little tired, bud. Early morning. Glad to be here, I guess.
Yeah, I want to address the hiatus before we get started. Last week, I got the call, Brandon, we want you back at work starting Friday. So I said, fuck it. Went to a cottage with my buddy and let the Bud Light pour and couldn't really record at a distance. I don't know. It was more of just thought I'd take my time with it. So we got the drinks going this weekend. Had a football game yesterday for Daddy Chill, men's flag football, but that's a different story. I will just leave it at we are 2-0. Prayers up for Tyler, season-ending injury. So this episode will be dedicated to him as well. He's got a couple episodes dedicated to him. Holy fuck.
Yeah, almost every other one, eh?
Yeah, basically I'm gonna have to fucking have a plaque back here with a fucking picture of him, just if we're gonna dedicate so many episodes to him.
Well, he is 60-day IL, so he deserves it, I guess.
He is.
But what do I know? I'm just a scumbag roommate, am I?
I guess you can say that. Me and Ryan have been enjoying our summer. So we're back to work now. Episode 15. We're going to pick up where we left off with the MLB All-Star Game. There was some replacement players. There was some, potential terror attack that was going to go on. So, and the home run derby. I guess I'm not going to make predictions for home run derbies for a couple of years because boy, was I off. But we'll get into everything. We'll get into the draft just briefly. I don't really know that much about, high school baseball and all the draft picks of the MLB, but there was a couple surprises, I should say. And then we'll talk briefly about the trade deadline that's going to be on July 30th. I expect some moves to be made. There's some key pieces on some teams that are shitter teams, and there's no point of even having them on since they're not competing and they're just taking up caps. So we'll get into a couple of that, but first we'll start with the terror attempt, I should call it. Basically, I think it was 3 people holed up in a hotel outside the stadium in Colorado, and it was going to be like a Las Vegas shooting type ordeal where they were just going to unload on people on the street and wait for the cops to come and take care of them. But
really precious stuff, eh?
Yeah. Land of the free, home of the brave.
Fucking enough.
When you want your guns for protection, you're going to have people who are absolute fucking psychopaths with guns. So it's a double-edged sword, and it'll be like that forever. So yeah, fuck those people. Have fun. Colorado's, I'm pretty sure, still a death penalty state. So have fun serving 20 years in a maximum security prison where your window's the size of my cock. And yeah, then in 20 years, they'll give you the old shot.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
And there isn't no guns for protection in jail. So have fun, boys. What a stupid fucking idea from the start.
Yeah.
And obviously you told someone you shouldn't have. If this was your big idea, you fucked it up because you got snitched on. So you got what you deserved. Stupid fucking idea from the start.
It must really suck getting the death penalty for something you were going to do. So
yeah,
go fuck yourselves. I don't know who plans to shoot up a fucking MLB All-Star Game, but like, fuck, man. Like, if you want to die, just fucking unload in the street or something. I don't fucking know. Wait for the fucking cops to kill you or some shit. But that's more of a political debate, which I'm not going to get into. But yeah, fuck you. And look how it's going to turn out for you, bud. All-Star Game went as planned. Fuck those guys. We got some replacement players. American League, we had Tim Anderson, JD Martinez, Nelson Cruz, Joey Wendell, Chris Bassett, and Andrew Kittredge. And then for the National League, Justin Turner, Omar Narvaez, Taiwan Walker, and Freddie Peralta. Why were there so many replacement players like right before? Like, we were about to drop our video, good to go, and then all of a sudden, the day we dropped it, fucking everyone, a bunch of people get replaced.
Just a bunch of opt-outs. I'm pretty sure there was a couple of guys were injured, but it was just a bunch of opt-outs, which basically fucked us hard.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
And yeah, no, it was just opt-outs, but I love Taiwan Walker, so I love to see that. Big Tim Anderson guy, love to see that. So
Yeah.
um,
Chris Bissett for the Oakland Athletics. He's a solid pitcher as well. I believe he replaced Garrett Cole because Garrett Cole didn't pitch in the game at all. So I
I'm
think
pretty sure Bisset's the one that gave up the solo home run.
in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big Freddie Peralta guy as well. He's solid out of Milwaukee. But yeah, no replacement players right at the end. It was I don't know, a little bit of a fucking curveball, no pun intended for us, because we had our video drop, but we just called it part 1 and we're back here for part 2. Talk about the home run derby. It didn't go as planned, like at all. My prediction was literally reverse of what happened.
Yeah, everything we said, basically the opposite happened. So probably the last time I predict anything on the home run derby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too for a while. We'll run through it. Trey Mancini, first round, defeats Matt Olson. Trevor Story defeats Joey Gallo. Pete Alonso defeats Salvador Perez. And Juan Soto defeats the guy, Shohei Ohtani. And then in the second round, Mancini defeats Story. Alonso defeats Soto. And then in the final round, Alonso won the home run derby against Trey Mancini. Yeah, I guess my words came and bit me in the ass because I don't know. I kind of pulled the cancer card on Trey Mancini and he made it all the way to the fucking end, bud.
Yeah, I watched it right from the start, and Mancini was out there slugging. He started off, he took a break in the middle of it without even pausing because you got to pause. He didn't even pause, so he could have actually cranked a couple more home runs than he even got credit for. But yeah, no, the first round, Mancini was absolutely went on a tear. I think like 10 straight, just absolute nukes into the middle of the field. So, but Polar Pete, man,
yeah, he's fucking crazy. I know it doesn't really translate for the Mets right now because I think he's at like 16 or 17 home runs and shit like that. But yeah, no, he's still a power fucking bat, and I guess it showed in this home run derby.
That guy's proved he deserves to be there time and time again. So maybe I'll put a bit more respect on his name when I talk about him next time. So, but no, the home run derby was meh. Like, there's guys that should have been there that everyone else would have loved to see. Obviously, Vladdy should have been there. I don't know. It was meh. I enjoyed the All-Star game more than the derby, but
yeah.
But you did see my guy Soto out there. He wasn't shuffling, but he was slugging them.
Fuck that.
He was slugging them. And obviously the Ohtani and the Soto going into like, I don't know, overtime in the derby. That was pretty cool to see, I guess. So
yeah, Soto cracked 31 out.
Yeah.
In the first round.
Kid Gannett. He can shuffle and he can hit, let me tell you.
Yeah, I guess he can.
Share one thing about a shuffle, and I'm just getting chirped on it immediately.
I can't stand it. It hurts my feelings.
I know.
But yep. Pete Alonso defeats Trey Mancini. Not the way we were expecting it whatsoever. Soto even made it into the second round past Shohei Ohtani, which is the fucking home run king right now. Wasn't seeing that. I wouldn't have put money on that in any lifetime, but I guess yeah, that's what happens. Pete Alonso had 35 in the first fucking round. Like, that's crazy. There was a lot of close ones too. Like Trey Mancini first round beat Alonso by one hit or one home run. Story beat Gallo by one home run. And then everything else in the second and the final round were all one home run differences, which is crazy as well. So that would have been really exciting to see.
I don't know if it was set up that way, but
yeah, it
felt weird just being within one run differentials in the first round 3 different times. So
yeah,
I was sure Olsen was going to win, but
yeah, I thought he would too, but
I'm pretty sure he gave up at the end.
Yeah, it's tiring, man. Like,
it takes a lot out of them.
After like the first minute, 2 minutes, you're starting to feel it in the body. So, yeah, no, it's exciting. I wish the MLB All-Star weekend or during the week, whatever they want to fucking call it. I just wish they had more events, dude. Like, I believe they have a prospects game before the home run derby, and then literally they have the home run derby and then the game. So
Yeah,
like
the future all-stars or whatever.
yeah, it would be cool to, I don't know, get some, I'm not saying this, but like fucking outfielders, see how far they can throw to home, some shit like that. I don't know, come up with a different fucking skills challenge to do. Not saying just the outfielder one, but like fuck, man, like you got the home run derby and then it's like, oh, okay, everybody go home and see you for the game tomorrow. I don't know, just a bit weird for me.
You just want to see the outfielders throw because you're a big Judge guy, eh?
Yeah, he can touch home.
Yeah, you just want to see him fucking go from one corner to home, man.
Yeah, could be that. I don't know, base running as fast as you can run around all of the bases. That'd be pretty fucking sick too.
Yeah, that would be cool. Stealing attempts, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you get some new guys in there. You don't even necessarily have to have them in the All-Star game. You just literally plug them into the fucking skills challenge and give them a free fucking jersey and have free drinks for them for the weekend or something. And there you go.
Free drinks for the weekend, eh? That's the sell.
Yeah, free drinks, baby.
I'd be there.
But MLB All-Star Game 2021, the American League defeated the National League 5-2. I believe it's like 8 years in a row or some shit like that. Or
8 or 9, yep.
Yeah. Vlad Guerrero Jr. wins All-Star MVP, had a home run, 2 RBIs. I believe he had like a sack, ground ball in the infield, and then he had a home run. So that's good to see as well. Yeah, I was flipping through the stats. No one else really deserved it. Fucking Mike Zunino hit a home run. Like,
man, we did chirp him too going in. So
I know, it's just fuck, man. Like
Mike Zunino, who knew?
Yeah, it's like if this was hockey, he would be like the fucking Bill Guerin or the Gary Roberts of the fucking
Here we go.
Of the fucking team, dude. Like, just fucking retire already, man. Is the $1 million really gonna do it? Just go get a fucking commentating job in ESPN or some shit, or Fox.
I'm pretty sure Zunino is sweating his cock off out there trying, and everyone else was kind of laid back, chill.
Yeah, he's gotta fucking pick up the pace to be on the same level as these guys. I don't know. I just don't think it's cool how he's batting like 195 or whatever the fuck it is. Like, that is a joke. But like, he still has fucking 20 dings in the season, so like, can't take that away from him. But I don't know. Tampa Bay Rays are still up there in the division,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I saw your boy Judge made a new friend on first base, Freddie Freeman.
Yeah. I don't know. Guys a buzz, guys a send. Everyone wants to be his friend.
Judge, not Altuve though. With the
no, they used to be friends. They're not friends anymore.
No.
Yeah. Ever since the huge cheating scandal of 2017.
It wouldn't be an episode of the MLB Potty Mill Sports if we didn't mention the Houston Astros at least one time in the video.
Yeah, fuck the Astros.
There it is.
Still, and for the rest of time until every one of those players are not in the MLB anymore.
With the exclusion of George Springer. I agree.
Sure. But yeah, no. Anything you want to say about the All-Star game? I didn't watch it because I was, on vacay. So yeah. I just kind of kept up with everything.
No, I mean, I watched it 3 times, oddly enough. Watched it live, rewatched it with my uncle. It was good. It's just like, it's super anticlimactic, really. I mean, we were expecting the AL to win. At least I was. I predicted it. Everything I said about the All-Star game pretty much came true. NL had better pitching. AL's bats were just absolutely cracked. You're not going to beat them. So everything pretty much went as I said it was going to for the game. Thank God. Thank God something went right in that video.
Yeah, really. Fuck. Part 1, bud. Go check it out. Yeah. I was so pissed, dude, when we did our video and like, and all of a sudden the replacement players come in, and then then I keep up with the fucking home run derby, and literally nothing about the home run derby that I said was even remotely accurate. So I felt like a bit of an idiot. I'm sorry, Zoomin with the boys fans, but yeah, sometimes you don't get it right. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. She didn't go. It's the way she goes. But we're here now. We're gonna clean up what we fucking did for part one, and yeah, I don't really have much else to say about the All-Star game. Like, I don't know. They don't really go 100% anyway. It's more of an entertainment piece than anything. And like, I guess some people go hard, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I agree with you. It's like anticlimactic as well.
Yeah. I did find it funny. Like, it's funny about the All-Star game and all the shit that happens outside of it, like the terror attempt and all the guys talking, and that's the most interesting part of the game. So,
Yeah.
like, that's kind of what people revolve around. But I found it funny that all the guys coming up to Vladdy asking if his dad's there, they started asking him at the home run derby. And I guess Vlad's dad said, "You're not in the fucking home run derby. Why would I go?" So he didn't show up until the All-Star game. Literally made it a point not to go to the home run derby. Vlad's not doing it. So yeah,
That's
no,
good on him.
it's just all the shit around the All-Star game that's interesting. The All-Star game itself was just Superman. Like, I knew the outcome.
It's literally just an excuse to, I don't know, get some TV viewership, just have some fun, shoot the shit with the boys, just take it easy for a couple days, relax. I don't know how. Colorado's a beautiful place, I guess, with the mountains and shit. It might be a new change of scenery for some of these city guys, like fucking New York or MIA or Los Angeles or some shit. So it's probably good to get out and just chill with the boys for a weekend or 3 fucking days, whatever you want to call it. But they're back to action now. We're basically at the halfway. Well, we're past the halfway point of the season. Things are going to ramp up in August. After August, you're going to have a very good idea of where teams are going to be going and what teams are just going to sizzle out. Like all these bubble teams, there's not going to be much of a bubble anymore. Teams are going to make their stance here in the next month and a half, and they're going to go wherever they're going to go. And yeah, another piece of the MLB All-Star, I don't know, weekend, if you want to call it, the 2021 MLB Draft was from July 11th to 13th. It was great during the All-Star. I don't really have too much to dive into because I don't really keep up with like high school and college baseball. And maybe I'll dive into it in maybe next season or something, get more prepped for it. But bit surprising, catcher out of Louisville, Henry Davis, went first overall to the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are very excited. He's already signed. He's ready to go. So he will probably be instant AAA and then move him up from there. Our teams, Toronto Blue Jays, 19th pick Gunnar Hoglund, sorry, pitcher out of Ole Miss, 19th. Trey Sweeney went 20th to the New York Yankees. He's a shortstop out of Eastern Illinois. But the weirdest pick was the Max Muncy pick, and not the Max Muncy on Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a new Max Muncy shortstop, came out of high school. I think it was like Thousand Oaks High School or some stupid shit like that. Yep. He went 25th to the Oakland Athletics. He was a hype. Like, he was a little story there for a couple days because he, I believe, has the same birthday as Max Muncy in the MLB. I believe they're like an even number of years apart, like I believe 10 years or some shit. And didn't they both get drafted to the Oakland Athletics?
Yep, both drafted by the same team. Somebody called Joe Rogan because we're living in a simulation. Straight up. Something's fucked up there.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's fucking weird. Just weird. But good on Max Muncy, good on all the draft picks in the first round who signed to teams already. Trey Sweeney, I know that the Yankees signed him already, so he's going to go right into the feeder system. But yeah,
you guys got ripped apart for your pick. Actually, I don't know too much about the draft and the prospects either, but I know you guys got ripped apart for your pick because he's a shortstop, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. We draft the shortstop, and then all of a sudden, the last fucking 3-4 games, Gleyber Torres just starts hitting home runs again.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it pans out. It's better than our pick. We picked a pitcher who's recovering from Tommy John. So
yeah,
that's that.
And
so
that's one of those like bubble things where he's either going to be better than he was or he's going to be a dog shitter. So it's all based on recovery. I think the league is starting to get Tommy John under wraps, like the medical doctors or the rehab specialists, like they know how to deal with it. Like I know Carlos Rodon for the Chicago White Sox had Tommy John, and like I only started hearing about him this year because he's been fucking killing it.
Yeah, he's been absolutely lights out.
Yeah. So
I
guess
didn't know he had Tommy John this year.
No, it was like last year or some shit. I think. But yeah, no, it's just like fucking hit and miss. But I think the league's getting better at Tommy John. Like back in the fucking early 2000s, it used to be like a black cloud. Like once you get Tommy John surgery, like your career's done.
Yeah,
like,
you were done.
Your elbow's fucked. But now I don't know what they're doing, but it's actually starting to turn into a blessing for a lot of these guys to get this fucking surgery, get their fucking elbow restructured and right back on the bump.
Yeah, throw a bunch of shit in the arm, throw a bunch of metal, and you're good to go again.
Fucking cyborg arm at this point.
And the abbreviated season last season, I'm pretty sure a lot of the people that needed surgeries went ahead and got surgeries. Well, it was a bullshit season, so it actually kind of helped a lot of people.
Yeah, it was fucking 60 games and no fans. Like
basically your way to opt out of the season.
Yeah. Smart call for a lot of people who did that. So we'll dip into trade deadline quick. July 30th is a big trade deadline. Biggest, I'm not going to say biggest name, but one of the names that is probably going to get moved in the next 4 days is Starling Marte, outfielder for the Miami Marlins. He ended extension talks with the Marlins. So he's done. He's not going to extend his contract with the Marlins. There's already 3 teams interested in him, which I believe are the Philadelphia Phillies, Houston Astros, and the New York Yankees. So they're making calls down to MIA to pick his ass up and do a little push for the postseason here in the next couple months. Other names that are on the rumor mill are Chris Bryant, Max Scherzer, and Trey Story. Trevor Story, my bad. Trey Turner, Trevor Story, but Trevor Story. I can see Max getting moved. I think he signed a big deal though, so he would have to probably do like a no trade clause. But he's just not the same fucking pitcher that he was. They're not gonna have the same return as if they traded him like 2 years ago.
What do you think they'll get for him?
I mean, they'll probably still get a good player, but it's gonna be more of a like a draft capital dump. I think they're just gonna pick up a bunch of picks. And
he's a beauty. I'd love to have him on Toronto, but it's not happening. So
yeah, it's weird. He's still a good pitcher. He just has really bad games and they really stick out like sore thumbs. Chris Bryant, I mean, he's still solid. I think it's just more of a relationship between him and the Chicago Cubs at this point. Javier Baez on the Cubs as well is a trade piece. I think they're just gonna move any one of their big guys minus Anthony Rizzo. So
I was gonna say, is it a rebuild? What's going on in Chicago? We need our
we need our Chicago Cubs insider Seb Goche, throat goat, to elaborate for us, but I can't see them rebuilding because they still have a solid team.
They have a pretty solid team.
So I don't really see the rebuild being in the future. I see them maybe getting rid of a piece, like a high paying piece. Just get rid of him, clear the cap on his ass, and then pick up somebody in the off season. I can see that maybe happening since I think Milwaukee's going to take over that division and probably win it. And I don't know where the Cubs stand in the standings right now. I haven't really checked standings in a while because my team's been dog shit. So, but Trevor Story as well. He's kind of hung out to dry for the Colorado Rockies. They're not going to be doing anything. And I don't know. The Colorado Rockies are really going down the path of the Pittsburgh Pirates, where they're going to really hit the draft hard, because the Pittsburgh Pirates have like hit the draft hard for the last like 5-6 years. So
they're the worst best team. That's what I say.
Yeah.
They got some sluggers, but they can never seem to figure it out. And not really surprised at this point. At least they're not the Diamondbacks, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, no, because of the trade deadline, I guess I'll update the folks at home a little bit. Yeah, I will be keeping up to date with the trade deadline for the MLB. I'll be probably tweeting all the big names that get moved. So check out the Twitter. It's at Sports Potty. Yeah, after that, NBA, it's kind of wrapping up right now. Milwaukee Bucks are up 3-2. So they play tomorrow. So that series could be over tomorrow. 81% of the teams that go up 3-2 win the series. So I don't really see a game 7. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a game 7 because both these teams are pretty solid. But yeah, no, probably going to end the series tomorrow. So we'll be doing a Zoomin with the boys on Thursday. You're going to get that on Friday. Before I dive into my update, Ryan, do you want to say anything else about the old All-Star fiasco?
No, but I covered it. We fucked the home run derby big time. There's no way around it. Met up for drinks the next day, and basically the replacements fucked us. And I was right on the All-Star game, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't really have much to say about the All-Star game other than maybe like Nelson Cruz and Joey Wendell. Don't really understand why they're coming up to the All-Star game to be replacement players. I guess they really needed to replace some people who don't want to play in the game. Kind of weird because if the top players could opt out of the like NBA All-Star game, they would. Like, I don't know. For some reason, young players are really excited about the All-Star game because it's like the All-Star game. They grew up watching it. It's fucking awesome. It's just good fun. But after a certain amount of time in the league, a lot of these players, I don't know if the stardom gets to their head, if it's the age getting up there, competing on or on competitive teams, going for postseason runs. I don't know what it is, but a lot of these players just fizzle out, or that the excitement's just not there anymore to do it. It's more of a fucking hassle to do it, which doesn't make it fun. Like if you know the players that are there don't want to be there, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, you're just a performance act because you're on contract to do so.
Basically circus elephants. I feel like it's cool to do once and then the thrill's gone.
Yeah. But yeah, home run derby, fuck that. Absolutely. Vlad Guerrero Jr. deserved All-Star MVP. Draft, I'm going to do a little better next year, do my research. Maybe we'll do a little draft, a draft epi before it happens and predict some things. I just don't find the MLB draft as exciting as the NFL draft in any way, shape, or form. And the NBA draft kind of has sizzled down the last couple of years, like minus the Ball brothers. There's just not any big stars coming out of high school or college, in my opinion. But yeah, no, and stay tuned for trade deadline updates on Twitter at Sports Potty. I guess I'll update the folks. Like I was saying before, Friday, you're going to get Zoom with the boys episode 16, where we're going to go over the NBA finals, probably wrapping up the series. They play tomorrow. So I don't see the Suns winning. Gonna get better on my shit, more consistent. You're gonna get at least 2 episodes of Zooming with the boys every week. I don't really have any ideas right now to make short videos, so I'm not gonna do that right now. And I'm employed again, so my time is kind of cut up a little bit. So I gotta get a steady schedule going so I can figure out the podcast, because it's still a pretty big priority to me as well. So yeah, I'll be back on my shit, back on my social media shit. Still selling merch for a bit. Me and Rye have some plans behind the scenes, or will have some plans behind the scenes here soon on some new shit. So stay tuned for that. Merch link is in the bio. All my links are in the bio for Instagram, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, fucking blah, 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 blah. Everything is there in the link tree. Feel like I'm rambling, but yeah, thank you for tuning in to Zooming with the Boys episode 15, and go fuck yourself. Minus Ryan. Love you, baby.
Peace. Shout out, Joe.